Hello. Hello.
Bowmaska dog thinks you 20 squats.
Doing squats really quickly. Gotta wake me up. Alright, hopefully all the advertisement is actually done. I'll be really annoyed if it isn't. Might need to adjust that nonsense. Where's my avatar? Stretch first? Yeah. Where's... Hang on. Where are the thingy-majiggies? Delay. Let's go to 0. Yeah. Yeah, where is the Zeebs? Like... Where am I? There's the 3D Grant. Oh my god, have things like... I'm doing a virus scan right now, so there's a possibility that something is deciding to break. Let me have a look. So, use the first available sender, composite mode, fast, cancel. Alright. Maybe it's because Vinyan actually is not doing its job. One moment, please. Copy that. Because I was there previous... There we go. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm going to move the microphone just a little bit here. Because now I've moved... Like, last night, I went and moved my microphone, which used to be on my right side of my desk. I've now moved it over to the left side of my desk. So then that way, the next time, you know, if I'm not looking straight at the computer screen where nonsense is happening, and I'm instead, like, looking to the left, where normally this is the direction I look when I'm in the middle of playing a video game or something like that. This time around, I am now going to be facing both the quote-unquote camera and the quote-unquote mic. Oh my goodness, my PC is just not having a fantastic time. And I know exactly why. I'm looking at my stats right now, and I can see my CPU is at like 100% right now. Everything is going like so much slower. I'm having like this warbly-like effect. Like, look at me go. It's like I'm underwater. I'm in the fucking Atlantis missions of Kingdom Hearts again. Yeah, look at me like wiggle my head. All right, hang on. I need to do my stretches, and I need to do 20 squats for bone. Big stretch for the big boy. Big stretch for the big boy. Big big stretch for the big boy. No, I didn't turn myself into Jell-O. The reason being is because... Can I share this information? Yeah, I think I can. The reason I'm like this is because... Bam! Look at that nonsense. 100% CPU usage right there. Because I have a virus scan going off right now. I did like a quick one yesterday, but I'm still getting like Google warning me of like, oh, this computer tried to access Gmail in a very funky way, and I'm like, great. So now I'm doing like a full virus scan. Here we go. At least the hands are tracking. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you for the 20 squats, Bone. Did my PC die? Did it shit itself? No. So, just a little update to what's been happening for like the last few days. Excuse me, throat. Few days ago, Google account was seen as compromised because, hello eyes, can you like, focus? My eyes are open. I'm not like I shouldn't be like seen as half asleep. There we go. So gonna put you full screen here so then that way I'm like looking at you guys. So a few days ago, my Google account was seen as like, oh, there was like a malicious app on one of your devices and we've signed you out. And I'm like, great, because I don't think I had anything malicious, drop onto my PC and such like that. So changed my password and all this kind of nonsense on a few of my... I have like 3 Google accounts. I only really use 2 though. So I changed my password on like the 2 of them because I use them like every other day. And hi there, Desi. You'll drop on your PC. Sorry, what did I miss? Oh, just a little rundown of internet security that I've had to deal with for the last few days. Because, yeah, one Google account I had, gave the report of, oh, there's like a little bit... There might be a little malicious application trying to access your account. We've like disconnected that computer. We signed that computer out, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't recall ever having a malicious application on my PC. And so I went and changed the password on that Google account and my second Google account. A day or 2 later, I then changed the mobile number on my Telegram because it almost got linked with my work mobile, so I had a new burner phone for that. On Friday, I had to deal with not only the Telegram with the new number grabbed by Crypto Bros, but both my normal Twitter and my announcement Twitter both getting grabbed by Crypto Bros, which is now like shadow banned my account because they were, posting they were doing like mass advertisement or some shit like that of some sort of crypto advertisement or some shit, which is like really annoying. And I'm really like pissed off because the Telegram I understand getting grabbed because I made the mistake of changing to a new mobile number and not putting an application password on Telegram. So really you just needed the mobile number or if you previously made a Telegram account on that mobile number, rather than putting in a password on it or something, or rather, someone who had a Telegram account on the previous number or currently held the number could get back into Telegram. So I think that might have happened somehow. What I don't understand about Twitter, however, when I first had it happen to me, is not only did they get into my account, but they got into an account that had 2FA turned on. And the 2FA is not the same mobile number as the mobile number that I was using for the new Telegram. So it's like, how the fuck did that happen? And then I tell Puffin this, and Puffin goes to me, and they're like, oh, like SMS two-factor auth isn't really that secure, because what they can do is they can just spoof your mobile number to get the code. And I'm like, great. That kind of pisses me off. And then I woke up this morning and I get a notification of my phone of like, oh, at like 9:41 p.m., which I was awake during that time, by the by. Malicious application on a device you were signed into tried to access your Gmail. We've since signed you out from that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it wasn't for the first Google account. It wasn't for the second one. I never got an alert for the second one, but it was on the third Google account I have, which is really which I barely ever use. Like, it's not being used to sign into shit. So I'm like, how the fuck did something malicious get onto that? So I've changed the password on that Google account. If they can just spoof the 2FA, what use is 2FA then? It's SMS 2FA, that's the issue. So what they did is they were able to get control, like, that's the theory, is that they were somehow able to get control over my over my Twitter account, because somehow they were able to gain access to it, either because of a third-party application that I signed in on, or they were able to just sign in normally and spoof my mobile number to get the 2FA code on one of their devices before it went onto mine. This all happened at 4 a.m. And I didn't realize that happened for like a good 3 hours by the time I woke up. It's just been a bit of a it's just excuse me. Are you still being hacked? I don't know if I'm still being hacked, because like I've already changed the Twitter, the Telegram. I've gone into a lot of my different programs, a lot of my different accounts now, and changed the password on those. Oh, so like, and enabled rather than SMS 2FA, but application 2FA. My gosh, I'm still like floaty as F because of the CPU, just like not having the means of doing all this nonsense live. So it's just been a ow. So it's just been a like an annoying like little play of like, oh, like playing whack-a-mole blindfolded. Cause yeah, so I've done it on like on all the important program applications and accounts right now. So they're not getting into my bank account. They're not getting into my super. They're not getting into my password managers. They're not going to get into any of like my used Google accounts. And then like any other applications that may have used my credit card or anything like that have also had their password changed. So yeah, it's just been and it's just annoying because like I woke up this morning with the notification and they were like, oh, this happened at 9:41 p.m. and I was like, I was awake when that happened. Like, I was at my PC and you're telling me the PC I was on had a malicious application, and yet, you know, Microsoft's virus scan, because I did not pay the extra money for an additional threat protection, because those kinds of things are a little bit extra with their threat detection, because, you know, back in the day I was a zebra that was on the high seas is like the best way I can describe it. And whenever you deal with that kind of nonsense, there is a lot of false positives that goes off because, you know, half the time you're trying to get applications without paying anything. So, but I don't do that anymore, but I still have like a lot of the old shit. So I can, as Scribbly Noodle would say, I cannot endorse this because I am currently on Twitter. But yeah. So now I'm doing like a full-on like virus scan rather than just a quickie, hoping that it's going to find something. give me any indicator of like, you know, why I like, you know, something might be seen as malicious on my PC when and like trying to get into my Gmail or something like that. I like that at least on this account it told me explicitly what it was trying to access, and that it was trying to be Gmail, my email client, cuz maybe it is just like a false positive of like, you know, maybe it's just a false positive of like my mail application not being able to like properly pull the emails or anything like that, because I sort of doubt that it's, you know, like a full-on attack, because they're not grabbing everything. Oh my goodness, my PC is just... Am I just gonna have to cancel the threat scan? Hang on, what's my... Alright, so antivirus is taking like a quarter of this of the CPU. VC face is 15, atomic heart is 12, OBS is 8 or 10%, and then leap motion is, oh my gosh, like, and then everything is like 0.1. God damn. And I know that if I hit cancel, I'm gonna have to go through this all again, and I'm not gonna be able to get it done like within a day. Yeah, this is annoying. Yep, everything is getting utilized. 12 cores was not enough on this, or sorry, 6 cores, 12 processors was not enough for this PC when I want to do multiple things at the same time. Real shame. Everything's just capped at 100%. But at least it's going like 4.2 gigahertz. At least I got that going for me, which is nice. It's actually like a fairly decent speed. Alright, let's see what happens when I try to... Alright, I also need to look at my controls. Let's have a look. Custom keybind. So, yep, forward, space. Alright, so left shift is the dodge, left control is the crouch. Recharging is the R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next and previous weapon is the scrolling wheel. Thank you for pulling the lever. V is shock, and then Q and E is for abilities 1 and 2. Tab is for the radial menu. Cartridge menu is, I'm guessing, the pressing the middle key. Handbrake is shift. Interact is F. Ow! Listening to audio diaries is G. Scanning is left alt. Okay, cool. And I also need to stop the music because... Alright, cool. There we go. Don't know what that fucking fart cloud is. Oh, it crashed. So yeah, I guess Atomic Heart doesn't like it when I'm trying to do virus protection. Is this going to be a time where I'm just going to chat to you guys? Oh my goodness, it's still going at 100%. Okay, so maybe the virus protection is really dedicated to trying to... How much is my CPU getting used for the virus protection? Oh, it jumped from like 20% to 40% right now. It really, really wants to scan my nonsense. Jesus. Not great, I'm gonna be real with you. That's a little annoying. God, this week has just been real... Just because I'm trying to figure out like what the source of the issue is. Like, because the obvious one for some of them is like just the case of like, oh, old passwords that have been, you know, around for like well over a year and didn't get, you know, a lot of them didn't get changed after the LastPass attack, because that one was like, oh, they got the source code and then they got like hashed copies of like, you know, a whole ton of people's passwords, and I was like, okay, cool. Well, it's unlikely that they're going to be able to crack a lot of people's hashed passwords unless it's something really obvious. So there's a part of me that's like, oh, like that's not going to be a problem for me, but clearly it has been a problem for me, and I'm just like sort of reaping those ramifications now. I really don't want to give up on this virus thingy-majiggy. I think I might actually just put in like a dedicated amount of time into answering like a lot of my like internet security. It's just annoying because like Twitter is shadow banned, my Telegram is limited, and like I don't use Facebook. My Discord is like hardly a spot that I'm actually like doing a lot of communications on. I just have like a whole ton of like communications just restricted in some regard or the other. Pain, literal pain. It's not even like 15 minutes either, which is like the annoying thing. Alright, where's the Yoshels? There he is. Also, like, focus on the eyes, please. Like, I should not be, like, looking half asleep for you guys. And there's been no music playing because I didn't hit play correctly. There we go. Can we listen to a different song? Yeah, I guess that one will do. But yeah, just like a shit ton of virus scan needs to be done, and it's like, it's either gonna take like over a day to fully scan everything, or if I'm not doing anything on this PC, it's gonna get done in like 3 to 4 hours. God, I need a new CPU. Because it's fine if it's like one thing and there's no problems. But the minute there's more than one thing, or if there's like, you know, problems, it's just not gonna do its thing. And there's no pause button. There's just a cancel. Absolutely terrible. I might need to look into a different, like, antivirus thingy-majiggy. Or just, like, you know, bite the bullet and get, like, you know, a proper paid one to use for a time being and be like, right, tell me your secrets. Tell me how many things are just sort of hidden on my PC now just because of because, like, half of these, like, things that I'm holding in my drives are, like, several years old, and they're, like, you know, within folders, within folders, within folders, within folders. I'm just gonna have to do, like, a full-on, like, cleanup of my PC and all this, I think, is what's gonna happen. Like, some of my regularly used spaces, yeah, they already get cleanup and such, but I know for a fact my documents folder has like a whole ton of folders in there, and a lot of them are probably like repetitious nonsense because of things such as like I have a fonts folder. I don't need like, oh wait, no, I think I do need that fonts folder because there's only like really one thing in there and it's being used last year. What in the world do I have in this folder that I can like, you know, start deleting and also figure out like where the old shit is? Let's see, there's OBS back. There's just so many folders here. Like, goddamn. And I have a turbo... Oh, I have a Turbo Squid folder. So that's where a lot of my old FBXs and such have been going. Goddamn. Okay. And then there's this TurboTax here from when I did shit in 2020. Oh. Well, I can get rid of you. I know I don't need you. The Magic Mirror files. Oh, I don't use Magic Mirror, so I can delete you as well. My god, there's just going to be a whole ton of folders and things that I might need to delete, and maybe after I'm done deleting them, maybe I then, like, empty the recycling bin and then start the thingy-majiggy all over again, so then that way it has fewer things to scan. And then there's this Magnum. Let's delete that Magnum, Zoom calls, a few issues of my pay slips. Oh my goodness, there's just so many files here that are probably not helpful anymore. Real Himbo Energies, I can get rid of you again. Drop you into personal. Keep both. God, so many things. Backup codes, node security, HTML files that might just simply be a history of my bookmarks. How many? So I'm using like 700 or so gigs. Hold on, properties. How many gigs am I using in my OneDrive right now? It must be high. It must be like, well, I've already hit 30, 50. Okay. It's probably going to easily hit over 200. Well, it's having a fun time. Let's see. It was created April 17th, 2022. What's happening in April? 144. 145. Yeah, it's most likely going to get over 200. It probably wasn't the smartest idea trying to do this like this Friday to Monday streaming nonsense when shit was breaking come Wednesday. Absolute pain. That's my CPU like still at 100%. And most of it is on the antivirus, so yeah. Also, I need to like fix the... Why? So wait, disk 0 is my D drive and disk 2 is my C drive? What the fuck? Weird. So yeah, that solid state is like 2 terabyte thing. This is an 8 terabyte thing. Oh. Didn't know that was a thing it could do. Virtualization. I wonder, do I need virtualization on? Like, is that something I need to have enabled? Probably not. I'd hope not, at least. Alright, hang on. So yesterday, 6 p.m. Yep, that was fine. And then there's me today. Eesh. Hmm. $300 in my OneDrive. Yeah, I could probably start trying to like clean up some stuff. I need to find some programs to like just do a scan of stuff and be like, right, here are some duplicate files. Here are, you know, a whole ton of other kinds of nonsense. Also, why is my OneDrive asking for action? You removed 6,818 files. Yes. I think I know exactly where you think I removed them. Thank you for telling me about the recycling bin. I'm probably not going to worry about that. Ah. Pain. Maybe it is worth, like, doing a PC cleanup. Because what time is it right now? 9:24. It hasn't even been half an hour. Yeah, I'm going to raid out. Give you guys someone to watch instead of, you know, me, who can't even, like, half move around correctly. So, and that's